This right here is the SUPER73 R, one of the latest and greatest from SUPER73, but for $3,000 it does not come with a headlight. And this little option right here, it's ugly and it's not for me. So we're gonna fix it. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing the headlight on the SUPER73 R, and credit to this goes to a Reddit user on the SUPER73 Reddit that goes by the name of Twitch185. He posted a picture of the headlight that he did with all the parts, and I'm just gonna do the video so everybody else knows how to do it. So the headlight itself is actually pretty big here. Look at it. This thing is massive. It's like more than half the size of my head. But let me compare it to the S1. Okay, so if we're comparing this headlight that I got over here, compared to the S1 that I have in the corner, the headlight is actually quite bigger. It's drastically bigger actually. It's maybe twice the size, so it should come out pretty bright. Okay, so before we get into it, all the parts that I used in this video for the headlight is gonna be linked down in the description below, but we're gonna go through it right now. If you're wondering what these weird tripod legs are, that's the top-down view angle. So let's get into it. Okay, we already talked about this one, but first off, hopefully a really bright motorcycle light. Okay, next we have the switch. Turn it on and off. All right, cool. Next we have male and female DC power cables, but you only need the female ones, and you only need one. Okay, next. This is 10-foot wire extension to connect the battery pack to the headlight. That being said, this is the battery pack. We have some mounting hardware, electrical tape, and wire cutters. And before I actually start putting everything together, before I start wiring everything, I should probably say I'm not an electrician. I have not done anything like this before, but I have tested it. It will work. Do it at your own risk. If you could tell down here, all my wires are already pre-stripped. You should probably do that before you start. In fact, you actually need to. Okay, so if we're looking at the headlight, there's 3 wires. Blue one you don't need, black is your ground, and orange is gonna be your positive, your red. Where I'm gonna start is gonna be with the switch and the headlight. These 2 wires, color doesn't matter. They both go to the positive on this, and then eventually the extension cable over here. I'll just go ahead and wrap this around here and cover up with some electrical tape. This is the easy part. Super simple stuff right here. No biggie. Anybody can do this. You don't need an electrician. All right, other end to this extremely long extension cable. Don't exactly know if I'm gonna need all of it, but we have it just in case. Twist these things up. Make sure you get it nice and tight so it holds. And then we'll go ahead and do the same thing with the electrical tape. Somewhere, there you are. Wrap it up as so, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of wrapping. There we go. Easy peasy. First side done. That's gonna be a switch when you toggle it on and off. Okay, next we're gonna go with the long ground cable. Quite the mess going on, but we'll get through it. All right, we're just gonna wrap this around here, just like before, and pray and hope it doesn't come out later. All right, then that's it for that one. That's all we're gonna connect to the headlight. I'm gonna electrical tape this one right here, wrap it up. Just don't really want it touching anything, so I don't think it'd do anything, but better be safe than sorry. Pushing these to the side and bringing the long cables up. What's gonna happen over here is we're gonna take this female DC adapter, and this one is pretty simple because colors match the colors. Wrap that electrical tape around them once again. Okay, that took longer than it should have, but I got the female one connected to this, and the reason we're using that one is because the battery pack that we have here came with this cable, and this cable connects directly into here. The charger connects directly into here, but still supplies power to the external through this one, and that's where that comes in. That comes in handy because you can leave this plugged in, don't have to worry about unplugging the light to charge the battery pack later. So big win on that one. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. everything's wired in, all this cable mess right here, and does it work? Let's see. Let's find out together, and let's turn on the battery pack. Oh, I bet you guys thought it didn't work, huh? Well, there's a switch. Bam! There we go. Headlight working, motorcycle light on an electric bike. Let's mount it. Let's go. Okay, so we have the mounting hardware laid out on the table, and before anybody says anything, I know my wiring work is a little dodgy. It's a little sketchy. Not an electrician again, so judge if you must. Comment down below if you must, but it is what it is. Let's mount this thing. So you do need a few tools to get these things off, and that's where we're gonna start. We're gonna take these off, use the wrench later to tighten it more, but you can just do it by hand right now. This was a 12mm, so just so you know. These mounting brackets, that's where they're gonna go, where you just took that one off. You could put this one back on. Make sure that they're facing the correct way. The bar is gonna go in this way right here, and you can just screw that on. But if you screw it too tight, you won't be able to put it on, so just make sure that it's a little loose and it lets you do that. And we'll do that to the other side as well. All right, we have both our mounting brackets mounted on the motorcycle light, and we're gonna put it on the R behind me. Okay, so where we're gonna mount the headlight is gonna be up here on these tubes, the upper portion of the fork, and we're gonna use the rest of the hardware to hook around and mount it into the tube. Here you're gonna need a 10mm and a key to be able to do this. Unfortunately, they don't include any of the tools with the headlight. Gotta get them yourself. Side one down, second side to go. Okay, now that that's on there, you want to make sure that you tighten this part right here. Okay, headlight is all mounted right up here, and I went ahead and installed the switch right there. Right there. I chose the side that had the display. You could put it on either side. I didn't mount the battery pack just quite yet. I don't have any zip ties, but the plan is to put it underneath the seat somewhere, and that be that. One piece of advice, if anybody is going to do this, go ahead and measure your wire, because you definitely do not need all of this. Maybe like 2 feet or something like that. So I'm gonna have to probably redo that, but that's fine. The headlight, this is what it looks like. Okay, so it's a few days later. I put the battery pack where I want it to be and the wiring and stuff like that, and I still haven't uploaded the video, so I decided to show you guys exactly what it looks like. Okay, so what I did was I put the battery pack underneath this plastic plate right here, and the way that I did that was by unscrewing 1, 2, 3 screws back here and sliding it in there. You can also reach the switch. That's the battery pack right there. You can reach the switch with one finger and turn it on and off, but you still have the switch on the handlebar. This wire right here is the one running to the battery pack and the one that you could use to charge it. And then I ran it through here, through the tubes, and it comes out right here. So to get this wire over here to come through, it won't fit through here. You have to push it through here. I had to unscrew the battery plate so then I could squeeze it in and bring it out this way. And that's the cleanest way for it to look. The extension cable, funny thing about that, 10 feet, but you really only needed 2 inches maybe. And that's mostly because you can't connect it directly to the headlight, because when you turn it, you need that extra bit of wire to turn. So probably used maybe like 2 or 3 inches there. Obviously wired the switch right here, and that goes through here, up this way, and along to here. And then if we go, turn it on, final product right here. That's what it looks like. Not too bad. And then I will go ahead and zip tie these wires up here to give it a little bit of a cleaner look. All in all, this was pretty easy. Doing this headlight was just fine. I think most people will be able to do it. And that's about that. So thank you guys for watching. Please consider liking and subscribing. Comment down below about my wiring work and that kind of stuff. And I will catch you guys on the next one.